I'm not the idiot who set up the fucking...
I saw moving, like, before I started the stream, I saw moving audio bars. I assumed it was set up. I didn't realize it was getting Blackmagic audio. Couldn't be helped. I mean, it could have been helped, but it wasn't helped.
Completely impossible to do anything about that.
To be fair, I did look. I just didn't look close enough.
Well, the game is quiet because the TV hasn't switched to it yet. How about you give it a minute? You take your time.
There wasn't really anything to repeat. I forgot Alf was the freaking character icon here. I think this is just a Samus face. I don't know what that is. Obviously we're using Alf. The fuck is... I'm not really sure how the files on this work.
Corruption.
Do I... Well, we're obviously doing hyper mode because I'm an asshole.
Wait, what?
What?
What does that do?
It's just hard mode.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
It'll be fine.
I don't think it's gonna be fine.
I mean, I've done it before.
Okay.
All it does is make it more tedious, which is what we want for a stream. I don't even know.
If in you're saying so. If
If
you're
in
picking up what I'm
sandwich
putting out,
of
come
all
on back.
liars. Well, Metroid Prime 4 wasn't shown at all, right?
Nope.
I think the game's still too quiet.
Chronic
Blood
system
press.
stable. Heart rate 15. Okay.
I mean, how about the lack of any trailers? There's still a couple more days of...
What happened? Did it get eaten by some Linux?
Pretty much. There's still a couple more days of Treehouse, so I imagine we'll probably get something, but maybe not anything super impressive.
Nothing anyone gives a shit about. We'll get a sneak peek of their new Nintendo Switch game, Hopscotch.
5 hours of, like, Overcooked 2 or whatever that game is called. I mean, Smash was really all I wanted, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, I recognize that they probably could have shown other stuff, such as Pikmin 4.
At the end of Prime 2, you defeat the Emperor Ing and you defeat Dark Samus, and that's it. And
Dark Samus, like, comes up to you and dissolves into dust, and is like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, and then this game happens. There's not really much of a stinger for that one.
No.
Other than, it's like Dark Samus didn't actually die.
Unidentified vessel, please switch to a secure radio frequency and transmit your identity code. We're standing by.
And what if I fucking don't? Because I don't want to play your motion control games.
What do I do? Oh. Yeah, this game has massive amounts of unnecessary motion control that kind of bog the game down and make it feel like more like shovelware than it actually is.
We welcome you on behalf of the Galactic Federation.
Yeah.
Proceed to the command ship Olympus. You've been cleared for docking bay.
So this game has already trained me to hate that noise of, like, the radio coming in, because every time, like, after a certain point in the game, which by which I mean basically after, like, this tutorial section, it always goes, Samus. Because it's always the freaking AU unit with this stupid-ass voice that I hate. Is there an item loss explanation from the last game? Probably the same one for BA3. You just kind of pawned off all your stuff for some extra cash. I saw a little bit of the Let's Go gameplay. I kind of need to look at more of that later. So yeah, I don't really have much of a reason to be playing this game other than Ridley was confirmed and it was something that we kind of wanted to do anyway, so...
I've been
Let's,
wanting to see this game again for a while, so...
Let's enjoy it before it gets orange, because we have a while before the orange really comes in.
Oh, it's not that long.
No, it's not that long at all, but it's a little bit.
All we have to do is get through this and Narayan, and then we're good to go with the orange.
Okay. So here's something I'm going to have to contend with throughout this entire playthrough. The Wiimote just randomly desyncing every few seconds.
Yeah. I still wonder if it's not because the sensor bar is all the fucking way up there.
Well, the sensor bar has nothing to do with it.
You sure?
Yeah, all that does is output, like, ultraviolet light. It doesn't
I know
actually...
how it works, but, like, the fact that it's up at such an angle might be getting infrared interference from somewhere else, like the light, for example.
Well, let's see. Do I have the charge beam at the start? Because if I do, then I can test that theory. Okay, let's see. I'm holding the charge button. Well, yeah, sure enough. It's not letting go of the shot.
It is like I had said.
Huh. That's weird. I feel like that's not necessarily the reason, but,
I mean, it isn't necessarily, but it's obviously not much of a communication error issue. This needs to be done, obviously.
It absolutely needs to be done.
Are you actually going to?
I mean, I wanted to try it.
Oh, man.
It's not... You don't have to do it like 100 times or anything. It's like...
I thought you did have to do it 100.
No, I think it's like 20. God damn it. I think I can just shoot rapidly, and that works just as well, though. The problem is, this controller is very, imprecise. This is me, basically... If I can't do this, then I probably won't be able to handle anything else in the game, and we need to, like, figure out what to do. Because right there, I pressed B, and it didn't do anything.
Oh.
That's the excuse I'm going with.
I mean, you never need to be this precise in the game, though.
Not usually, but...
I mean, I couldn't do this either, and I got through the game just fine.
Those are good sound effects. God damn it. So yeah, there's... Let me explain the unlockable system in this game, because it's a work of art. What do you... No, I am using the Wii Remote. What do you mean?
I don't even think you can use a controller with this game. I don't think that's even possible.
So, in previous Metroid Prime games, there's...
I would agree with you, Cheese.
Basically, there's, like, logbooks, scans, and that's pretty much it. It's like, you have your 100... Like, to get, like, the art galleries and stuff, you do, like, all collectibles, 50% scans, all scans, beat on a hard mode, that kind of thing. This game introduces, basically, achievements, and there... Are there subtitles that I can turn on? Let me make sure. Okay. Do we have some... It's like I would like to be able to hear what people are saying, but... Oh well. I guess we'll deal with it. But yeah, there's basically achievements, and... Like... Some of them just give you credits, which... When you get those, they can be, like, spent on unlockables. But then some of them give you friend vouchers, which you have to send to another person's system, and then they get a friend credit. So it's basically a trade evolution, and there's absolutely no reason for it. And I have... Like, I'm usually a completionist with these things, but I've never actually gotten them all, because there's a few that are complete bullshit. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, like, I could be scanning crap. There's, like, in-game lore. If there's ever anything that I think is going to be interesting, I'll read it, but I'm not going to focus too much on it. This is mainly just a normal playthrough. I'm probably going to get 100% items, but I'm not going to worry too much about anything else. god, please. Donk.
Let's just leave that displayed on the monitor so everyone can see it.
Yeah. Wow.
1.
I
Necessary motion controls.
yeah. Basically, this was that was me being Fry from a big piece of garbage and missing the button. So let's get a close look at Gore here. Gore is a character that exists. He's a bit weird.
Gore's a little bitch.
You can save file manipulate the friend credits. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Can we get a counter on how many of these there are?
Well, so far we've had 3.
Well, no, like specifically these things.
Oh.
I'm not counting like keypads.
Okay, so that's 1.
We've got these. We've got the ones that you have to jack off. We've got like the lift, move over, and drop. I'm trying to think what other ones there are. There's so many of these fucking things. Oh, wait, I think here's another one, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It's not this, but it's the thing on the wall, I think. Maybe not. I thought it was right here. I thought there was a lever you had to lift.
I'm having fun. Okay, so here's 2. Wait, actually, no, I don't think I have any control over that. Never mind. How early of a Wii game was this?
I think this was a pretty late one. Here
No,
we go.
it was fairly early on. It, like, wasn't a launch title by any means, but it was in, like, the first couple of years, I think. Please scan lore? Please scan lore! What if I don't want to scan the lore? Alright, what do we got? Also, it looks like the game actually remembers all the scans from the previous playthrough, so that's nice. Okay. Fuel gel will be running into a lot of that later, and it's orange.
Like everything in this game. Not that that's being evidenced at the moment.
I'm sorry, but this requires my full attention.
Okay, bye.
Glad you took the time to stand there and tell me that then.
It's an honor to meet you.
I feel like basically every generic trooper has the same voice. I mean, they probably just do anyway. But I feel like they don't even really try. Yeah, like I said, it'll take a little while to get to the orange. But don't worry, there'll be plenty of it later. You've never seen anything of this game? Well, this game isn't shit. I give it shit, but only in the same way that I give Donkey Kong 64 shit. Like, it has stupid stuff to make fun of, but it's not bad.
It's fun to play. I like this game.
I think here's like, you can't go here until you save. Yeah. Go away. Purple is my favorite. That was it.
Everything looks blue right now, and it's gonna look like everything's blue for a little bit.
Let me check something. No, okay.
But by the time we get to Elysia, it's gonna be very brutally obvious how orange
If
this
I
fucking
could-
game is.
If I could, like, put the sensor bar at the bottom of the TV, that might help, but then I'd have to, like, go to the Wii menu and change all that.
There's
I am
barely voice acting in this
I
game.
am saving, though, so maybe I should do that anyway. It'll only take a minute.
It's worth a try. I mean, it could be that that's not gonna help at all, but it's worth trying.
Yeah, at least I'm not having the Brawl problem, because I basically remember trying to play Brawl, quite a while back, and it would just eat my inputs constantly. Like, I'd be running, and in the middle of the dash, it would just kind of stop and then, like, start again.
That's really fucking
And
weird.
yeah, So let me move the under sensor bar here because it's taped to the TV. So I have to also deal with this massive fucking pile of wires. So, we're done playing that game. We're just going to switch to my no-camera run of Mario 64. I did actually, consider doing that. I don't know why. It wouldn't be interesting. Okay, so let me, switch this around. How do I actually do that? I know there's a way to change how it reads the Wii mode. How do you do that?
There's supposed to be a system settings thing.
Do I have to go all the way back to the Wii U menu?
Maybe?
That would be freaking stupid. God,
I mean, it's relevant there too, so possibly.
I get. It's freaking dumb. Okay, so we're gonna be waiting a while before we can get back to the game. Yeah, I haven't really done anything with the Wii in quite a while. Wii. Not support. I wish people could see the not support. I assume that doesn't show up in the stream. But yeah, for a second there, the screen was just blue and it just said not support. Finally, some rottenness worthy of my rotten cock.
A cockle.
What's the max low percent? 100. No, I don't know what the low percent for Prime 3 is. I've not really looked into sequence breaking this one at all.
I looked up what low percent for Prime 3 was. I think it's something like... I want to say it's like 17%. I don't know, it's weird.
I'm so glad I had to go all the way back to this menu to do that. Yeah, aren't they supposed to talk about the, it's not Virtual Console, it's whatever the hell they're calling it now, just the online services. Because I know they very briefly talked about it, but they never, gave any kind of major explanation of how it's supposed to work. Why are you not syncing? There we go.
Hopefully that will help.
Breaker, the doorman.
Breaker, this is the doorman.
Well done. Are we gonna get another not support? Nope, health and safety though.
Not support out of 10.
Well, I didn't like that. That sounded like a desync.
What?
I was hammering on the A button and it stopped making the little noise at some point because it ate the input. See, I'm not sure if it's the system or if it's just the fact that this apartment doesn't like wireless things. But oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Thank you, I have one. Stupid elf face. Every time I see that, it's going to, catch me off guard.
I was out in the parking lot, I think walking into the apartment the other night, and something caught my attention, and I looked over, and I noticed in the distance, not too far, right over there, there's a big fuck-off radio tower. It's, right on the other side of the apartment complex across the street.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen that. I
wonder
never
if that
really
might have
considered
something
that
to do
as a
with it.
possible issue. I mean, I guess
it
might
depends
be.
on if it broadcasts at the same frequency that all our devices use, which it might, given that everything uses 2.4 and 5 gigahertz.
Okay, let's see if this is any better. Thank you.
That list is wrong.
Wow.
Because,
This actually seems considerably worse.
really,
Wow, this is fucking shitty.
huh. Well,
I'll have to deal with it.
I'm pretty sure that list is wrong because, the X-ray visor,
You're good to go. Admiral.
the ship grapple, okay, I think just those two. Those two shouldn't be necessary.
Alright, let's buckle in for a cutscene. I think I have the ability to skip it, but I will let it be seen for people who have not seen this game. We do have subtitles here, right?
That's me.
Andrea, enough. Looks like everyone's here now. Before I begin,
Here's a generic, not Adam military douche.
It's my understanding that the Galactic Federation's core network is comprised of such units. That is correct.
We say to the audience.
Service the network's master control. Currently the network is down.
I have to press A for this? Okay.
That's
I haven't for any other parts. The name of the stream is FF8000, which should be orange.
We checked.
we were forced to bring the network down. Fortunately, our scientists were quickly able to devise a vaccine.
I feel like the voices are freaking too quiet here.
They most certainly is.
Unit 242 was the first AU to receive.
Why is it orange? Because this
We were
is
able to
Prime 3.
completely purge the virus.
Where did this virus come from?
We believe the virus is of space pirate origin. 4 months ago, the GFS Valhalla went missing while on a training mission in the Clar Nebula.
Clar.
Ship's logs revealed that they were attacked by a space pirate raiding vessel.
What is the logic in disrupting a Federation training mission?
They're pirates. How can they resist a prize like that?
And it's a shame you weren't. The pirates boarded
I like
the
generic
Valhalla
dude in the
and gained
background.
access to the ship's Aurora unit.
He has like 4 polygons.
This is how they were able to hack into the network and plant the virus.
Thanks to our security protocols, we were able to shut down the network before the damage to the virus became irreversible.
But where's
God, I hate the AU voice.
Pirates decide to launch a major offensive.
It's just
It'd be hard
so
for us to defend
overly,
ourselves. We must
like,
rid the other
I don't know
AUs
what
of
to
that
call it,
virus.
like trying to be calming.
This game is very Mass Effect, which I think sometimes works for it and sometimes works against it.
Vaccine to each of the AUs in this system. I'd also like you to investigate the pirates' activity in the area. Need to know what they're up to.
I think we've just only have just the 2 levers so
Just the
far.
2 for now, but we'll have a lot more.
Down to combat ready stations.
Your neutralness, it's a beige alert.
Red.
Sir, the space pirate attack thing has just walked down some sort of wormhole. They're also heading for Sector 0, the planet's home base.
No, they're targeting
No.
the planetary defense system. Get down to the planet and aid the ground troops. Stop those pirates from disabling the defense system. Go.
Well, no, it was just the 2 at the beginning.
Stop those pirates from doing
Stern look. Yeah, I kind of hate the uniforms. They're a little bit dumb.
Emergency, 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 emergency.
What could it mean?
And the whole place just immediately goes to shit.
Yeah. Now we gotta load the space battle outside. And stock ass sound effect.
Get your ship. Keep you down on the planet. Till we get the fleet.
Wait, how did you get out before me?
All fighters one.
They dead.
So, how about this military base that apparently has little to no defense?
Okay, so I I'm gonna regret this later because I'm never gonna get used to it no matter which way it is. But basically, I can never remember which button is jump and which is fire, no matter which setting I have it on. So we're gonna try this way and see if this is any better. You there.
Whoa there!
No, I did not mean to go in the morph ball, because I'm not used to this game's controls. So the pirates have gotten a new design for like the third time. Alright, let me look at the settings one more time. Sorry, I'm gonna have to figure this crap out. I guess I don't know if I want this. Basically, with this on, I can lock onto enemies, but I still have to point at the center of the screen to hit them. If I turn it off, then it automatically targets like the GameCube games. I think this game you usually want it to be on, but with the shittiness of this controller, I don't know if that's gonna do me any favors. Thank you for showing where the Z button is. I would have never figured it out. So, Space Pirates have very fleshy spaceships in this game. It's worth
Yeah,
noting.
it's kinda
Also,
weird.
I can scan the entire area. Wow, these things are extremely shitty.
The Space Pirates fucking suck. They're not even good at what they do. I don't understand how they're, like, such a threat. And also, I don't understand why they're called Space Pirates if they're, like, an entire organized, like, culture and civilization.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a name, but it's not ever really said. I think there's like this one obscure scan somewhere that hints to what they might be called.
I'm fine. Don't.
I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox? Man, this not being able to turn is really doing me some favor. Look at how jerky this is. Okay, of course,
stops.
yeah. Now it looks fine. Is this the part where I have to save the dude? Yeah. So that guy dies. This guy you can save if you're quick enough. You have to shoot that thing. There we go. Now, normally you get a credit for that. I think I've probably already gotten it on this save file, though. You good?
Help, Samus. The blast doors are down, so I think you have to find another way back.
Another way back. Well, guess we're heading back then. Ooh, is this the part where they get to play hot potato with a fucking battery? It is. And also they release a bunch of strange glowy crawly robots, I think. So, spoilers for anybody who doesn't know anything about this game. In Prime 1, we had to collect artifacts. In Prime 2, we had to collect Sky Temple keys. We're looking at the MacGuffin for this game. They're freaking batteries. There's only 9 of them known, like 9 of them in the entire known galaxy, and we have to hunt them down from extremely obscure locations. Also, I'm dying.
Also keep in mind that these batteries are used to power a ship just like this one. And you get the batteries from places that are like in ancient civilizations, like ruins.
Shit.
So it's like, what in the holy hell?
Playing this in hard mode might have been a mistake.
That's all I'm saying. This game is fucking stupid, but it adds to its charm. I like how stupid this game is.
Wait, please. I'm also enjoying when I let go of A and it doesn't actually shoot. 'Cause that's happened a couple times so
That's
far.
really weird.
It's like holding onto my inputs for longer than necessary. I don't know.
I do like that they introduce you to this mechanic here, and it doesn't actually come up for like 3/4 of the way through the game.
Yeah. No, you don't need the taxi pack. You can just kind of hold on to them.
You just kind of shove it up your ass, much like
Motion
everything
control
else.
gimmick number 3.
There's 3. There's gonna be 9 of those, and each one you have to do twice because you have to remove it and then put it back in somewhere else.
Yep.
So there's 18 we have to look forward to.
Ooh, here's the weird crawly robots.
Uh-oh!
I remembered these things having like bloom. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Oh, hey. There's a larger one. No, they're glowing. Unless that's just the lighting in here. What the hell are these? They're so stupid looking. Actually, let's see what they are. They're not as good as the little trains.
The little trains are the best thing in the entire series.
Ugh! I am so bad at these controls. Lock onto it, you fuck. Crawl mine. There, I learned what they were. Aren't we thrilled? Okay, whatever. Let's not die here, please. Hey, there's Frozone. Frozone's a cool guy. Also, mandatory energy tank. There is a reason that you are forced to get this energy tank. It will be evident in not very long. And welcome to sewage water, which is really weird looking. Which this trash compactor seems to be powered by a fricking, like, panel and bomb slot inside the garbage thing itself. Bomb slots are stupid enough as they are, because I don't understand how they would ever be a viable form of activating a machine, but this also just seems like a bad design for security reasons, because it kind of kills you. Yeah.
Well, that was my Pokemon quest for the next 2.5 hours. Okay, you little orange fluff ball. I need to relocate slightly. There you go.
There he is.
Did that kid keep sanding in your face?
Okay, I think I want to try to save that dude. Again, I probably have most of these credits already, but I mean, I'll attempt to do it anyway. Except I have to do quite a few things before I can get there. Such as find missiles.
He's fine. He's falling asleep on my chest here.
Hit by everything, getting stuck on walls, wishing I had a better controller. Alright. I think he actually hasn't eaten in quite a while. By which I mean I don't think I fed him at all. And I know you gave him a full can in the morning, but probably need something else.
People sure did like my, fucking reaction to Bubsy asking me for food as soon as he finished his food.
Yeah, it's been quoted quite a few times.
I'm surprised that had such a reaction to it. Where do you think you're going? God damn, it's hot in here.
It really is.
The AC is fucking on.
Well, someone tell the AC that. Who are you? Yeah, precise aiming. Is that guy still somehow alive?
It's a good thing they're designed to take down their shield when someone else takes down their shield.
Yeah.
Or goes offline.
Yeah, they're a little bit dumb that way. Did it say gravity is offline?
Doesn't look too
Is this a
offline
save
to me.
room? So I feel like save room would probably be appreciated. I am going to treasure every E-tank that I find in this because I was a dumbass and chose to play this on hard mode, not realizing how much of a handicap this controller would be.
Do we need a reason to play Prime 3? Prime 3 is a fun game.
Make you play it?
I mean, I'll play it.
No, you don't have
I'll
to.
bitch about the controls the entire time, but I'll play it.
Who forgot to pay the gravity bill?
Just about broed my waist playing this fucking game for the first time.
Is Prime Trilogy actually rare?
I don't know. Berserker Lord.
Also known as Sparkle Lord. I don't think it's actually known as Sparkle Lord, but we can pretend. Oh, good. So I remember a lot of the bosses in this game taking a completely unreasonable amount of time to beat, and we're about to find out if that's the case with this guy. I think bosses always had a health gauge. Is volume too high, by the way? Because I can turn down the in-game sound effects and like just leave the voices up. There is the system not registering me letting go of the A button again. Yeah, I think the only difference with the difficulty settings is stuff takes longer to kill and you take less time to die. Oh, come on. I totally shot that. Man, look at how much health that thing lost. Can you believe it? Okay, we're doing rapid fire. It might actually work better than charge beam, I'm not sure. Fuck, my wrist hurts.
So it wasn't just me then.
I've not had this problem before. It's because I'm having to hold it at an extremely awkward angle for the sensor bar to pick it up.
I had the same problem. Although in my case it was so high up on the TV I had to hold it at a weird angle.
Oh, good.
Time to dead.
Fuck off. Is this thing ever gonna be able to take damage? I watched Vinny do Prime 2 last night, and I watched his E3 reaction today. Has anybody mentioned the volume thing? Because I didn't see an answer.
People were saying it's fine.
Okay. Fuck. First boss of the game, everyone. Really? Do your damn thing. I see health over there that I'd like to get. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if it's just me being bad or if it's like the difficulty setting or what this is, but I'm not happy with how this is going. Yeah, it was definitely a mistake, but we're sticking with it at this point.
We don't want to have to do everything we've already done again.
It would take like 5 whole minutes.
Especially rotating the fucking battery.
Oh, well, this boss isn't going as badly as I thought it would. I thought that once I got its shield off, it like regenerated it a bunch of times. So I was worried that everything I had to do was like one phase of 3. Alright, there we go. Can't wait for Moganar. It's gonna be a fun one. Also, best death ever. Not that part. We've not seen the best death ever. Asshole. I didn't pay attention to what their eyes looked like in the direct, so I'm not sure. Iron Ted. Iron Ted needs to be in the game now. Save, enter ship, save and enter ship. I forgot about that. Alright, so we're still basically in the tutorial section of the game.
We will be for quite a while.
It's 11! So, on the Smash 5 topic, I looked briefly at GameFAQs to see just what people were saying about it. It was a mix. Some people happy, some people saying that it looked just like a port and had nothing new in it, which, I kind of disagree, but whatever. But there also seemed to be talk of, like, he said that, like, it was confirmed that there would be more characters coming eventually. Was that actually said? Because I don't remember, like, I kind of talked over the direct at a lot of points, and I didn't hear everything that was said about it. Because I still feel like we're pretty freaking good as we are, but it would be nice to have, like, a couple more.
Stand to, Samus. Our situation doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system. This cannon was our only weapon capable of taking out orbiting ships. We need you and the other hunters to get the generators back online and restore power to the cannon so it can repulse this assault.
Good hunting, he says while shrugging. There's nothing wrong with the 3 different lonks. I'm not really sure how Young Link and Toon Link are going to be different, though. So yeah, I'd like to point out that my prediction came true. I have, despite having changed it, I still do not remember which button is jump and which is shoot, and that was killing me throughout the entire boss fight. Because it's like... The problem for me is I feel like I should put shoot on B because it's like a trigger, but it doesn't feel right when I do that. I don't know. Best item of the game.
Here we go.
Motion control garbage, the item.
Nice.
Grapple lasso, not to be confused with the actual grapple beam. We don't have that yet. This is just throw your arm forward awkwardly. But we don't get to use it yet. We get to scan stuff. Oh, we got a thing to play with.
Oh, here we go. That's gonna be 4 now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hi. Somehow misses. Somehow misses again. Somehow misses again. Yeah, it takes a while to get to the orange. So do we count that as motion control bullshit? Because I think it should count.
If you want to.
If
But
we do,
if
there's
you
going to
do,
be a
there's
hell of
gonna
a
be
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because most of them are that. I would count the, like, welding.
Oh, I forgot about the welding.
Yeah. I would count the welding, the
Work. Work.
awkward, like, lever
Yo.
manipulation and pulling. Good.
What did that even... I don't know what that was.
Seriously, why do they do this?
But yeah, basically, of the major areas in this game, not counting the ship that you start on, this planet doesn't really have much orange, if any. The second one has quite a bit of it. The third one has, like, an orange sky. The fourth one is basically nothing but orange. And then there's, like, a side area which is, like, bright red, which is close enough. So, it'll take a while to get there, but once we get to it, it's gonna stay that way for a while. It's like I didn't know if this door was opening.
Oh, Samus requisitioned her energy tank back.
When I was 2, there was a tidal wave in Kingston Town.
You're heating up my lap and it's already hot enough in here, you little fluff ball.
Man, these people are just dying left and right. A save room. It's a law that every red door must be a save room. Nope, it was actually a map room.
I don't know, when Josh and I played through this, there was a lot of bitching about the load times for the doors being bad.
Yeah.
Although they're not really all that much worse than the previous 2 games.
There's this one door in particular that takes like 40 seconds. But, I mean, usually they're not that bad. Like, I'll cut the game some slack. It's more graphically intensive than the other Prime games and has more crap going on usually. Okay. Wasn't sure if I could get rid of that. I like these enemies. These are good. They jump, spin around, shoot some lasers, and then explode. Alright, do we get to jerk our arm clumsily forward at these guys, or is that not until later? Looks like probably not until later. However, I believe this is our first introduction to what this game likes to do with space pirate fights, which is you fight some pirates, and then more come in, and then more come in, and then you fight like 5 more waves, and then once you're done with those, then you fight like 3 more waves, and then you're done. This game really likes to make you fight space pirates. Here we get to play it jerkily, throw your arm forward. I'm also finding that the enemies are taking a lot longer to kill than I would like. Yeah. Favorite armor from the series? I mean, honestly, I just kind of like the generic Varia suit. Phazon suit's pretty cool. The ones from Prime 2 are interesting, but they're also a bit more, like, 80s looking. Or not even 80s, like I'd say the dark suit looks kind of like 70s sci-fi. I'm not really sure what I'd call the light suit. And then this game doesn't even really have suits. Do we get 16 more waves? Yes, we do. Colonel, that's a tank! How am I supposed to fight a tank? With tact. Can we be done? This is a good fight. Just me versus a slowly floating cockroach ship. And it's dead. Hey look, more stuff, except I actually don't have to fight this. Oh, sure, we can one-hit kill him in the cutscene. Remember me?
Frozen!
Bill, you made it!
Pirates are more fragile than they appear. I just received word that the Federation was allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices.
Where is your
fucking nice
face?
of them. How about fuck
You should now
them?
be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if you need. Generator A is just through those doors. While you head that way, I'll activate the generator on the west side. Between the two of us, this should be a breeze.
Breeze. Alright, so it may not have seemed like it, but I got an upgrade there. I now have the ability to call in my ship.
The interesting thing about this is that not just this world is in danger, but a random selection of worlds in random places are in danger. Which isn't as impressive as all the worlds are in danger, but, you know.
Well, I mean, that was just an Incredibles quote, but yeah.
I know. The greater good, I
Save
am
and
your
enter
wife.
Dead. Let's play stare at a door. By the way, it's not going to be that early in the game that this happens, but savor the sound of the gun that we have now while we have it.
Oh boy.
It gets really obnoxious later.
Yeah, it does.
This is hyper mode, actually. Can I help you? They stole fizzy lifting drinks. No, what did they actually do?
They took this area offline. This is, I think, the planetary defense system?
I mean, this is just one of the generators.
Oh.
Donk. Hello, you.
We have to fight these stupid fucking things now.
This game is very combat focused, which is a reason I don't like it as much as the other two. I feel like those were more about exploring. This game just seems like it throws enemies at you every 5 seconds. That, and I'm not a fan of the frickin' like Federation popping up as often as they do, but whatever.
I know my favorite beam out of the entire series is the Nova beam in this game.
I do like the Nova beam. Too bad you get it 90% of the way through the game.
Yeah, and it makes an annoying noise, but...
No, the Nova beam makes a less annoying noise than the other one.
Yeah, but it's still annoying.
Oh, here we go. What was that,
That's
5?
Good thing this place uses fucking morph ball slots and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know who else but Samus would be able to
Who else
repair
but
the place.
Samus? The Annihilator beam was pretty cool. Yeah, there's no switching beams in this one.
Samus, are you reading me? Something big is happening up here.
Get it? Something big?
Aim.
Oh, no, it's not actually Wrigley. It's Wormhole Asteroid. Seed.
Samus is heading right at you. That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Noria.
Oh, I thought it was Norion.
Or everyone down there is as good as dead.
I thought I was supposed to go in the morph ball tubes here. I guess that's a different one. Why are they even here then? Did they just copy and paste the room? Well, what were they thinking? And more random, nameless, faceless characters die. Been a lot of that in this early section. This guy's like, oh right, I should try winning. Good thing those guys are fucking awful at aiming.
All clear.
You know, you lost 2 teammates there. If you had done that earlier, they probably would have lived.
Samus, I'm with the PED Delta Squad. Life base on enhanced weaponry should be able to hold off any more trouble.
Whatever.
If you say so.
Also, they gave this guy reflective armor. They should probably give that to the other troops. Hey guys! Just pop it in! Do I want to save? I don't know when the next save point is, so I might as well.
I thought we said not enter ship.
Well, there's save and briefly enter ship, and save and enter ship for a longer period of time. Hey, look, they're actually kind of being useful. Weird lighting on these things. Like, what is with the lighting on these? I don't understand why they glow. Yeah, I did an E3 video. Or stream, rather. It wasn't terribly impressive. I was just like, oh shit! Every time something was announced, which was like 3 times. I think I did that for Ice Climbers, Ivysaur, Snake, and then for Ridley, I was just like, that was the noise that I made. That was not actually the noise that I made. Specifically Ivysaur. Squirtle can kind of just melt. I don't really care about Squirtle. Jesus, this door. Robot fight.
I guess we just needed to stand here and watch that.
So, I'd like to point out before I trigger this cutscene that there's some excellent freaking voice acting in this one, because he talks normally for a bit and then gets back into his suit and becomes, like, super over the top for the last few words. So, let's witness it.
This one has finished following us. Go on ahead. I will stay here and protect the area. Proceed to the generator C. And reactivate the defense system before we're all vaporized.
Like, what was that?
Get out of here.
I'll be seeing your dumb ass later.
Twinkle, twinkle. Wasn't good enough to shoot those, also have to yank the door off.
Quantities of phasor. It could be some sort of bomb.
Okay. Also a pole fell down. This is significant. In the next episode, we'll be looking at Italians. The noise those things make when they die is the best. You mind? I don't like this game's version of the scarabs. They're derpy. This this room isn't annoying to get through in the slightest. Samus. Nope. And dead.
There's no time to lose as you're falling to your death.
I don't think there is a randomizer for this.
No, there's no randomizer for this.
Okay, will I get perfect escape? I mean, I know that I won't, but let me at least attempt, and then I'll explain what I mean afterwards. Nope, didn't get it. So, if you touch his claws, you take damage, and obviously you take damage from the laser and stuff. And you have to get through that bit and this bit without getting hit at all for a friend credit. I have actually done it. I don't know if I've done it in Trilogy version, like on this particular save file, but I've done it on my original copy of the game at least. Samus.
I was able to get generator B back online. If you need any help. Here they go again.
But yeah, there's one credit in this game in particular that basically made me stop playing or like stop trying to get them all, and it's towards the end of the game where you have to do this escort mission. And you have to do it basically flawlessly, and it is so freaking hard. I think that's like the one thing in the game I've never done. I did get the achievement where you have to shoot a random eyeball 60 times. That one's my favorite.
I think that's like right at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought that Gandreda would have been a pretty cool character to get into Smash. Just for the sake of, like, kind of having a moveset that turns into other characters. Kind of a, like, none of these people are too interesting on their own, so we'll just kind of throw them into one combined character type of thing. Six.
Oh yeah.
Good. Somebody got a Dorito stuck in it. No, I can double jump. I can also do this.
Samus, our efforts to slow the meteor have failed. You must hurry.
Samus.
Too bad. Ah! Forgetting which button is jump. Just ignite some purple gas here. What the fuck even is this?
Who made this and why?
It was Robert Verone. Yeah. Get out. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. It's just, for the past, like, 15 years, it's like, we can't have Ridley get in, he's too big, it'll never work. And then they're like, well, what if we try to put him in? And then it's like, oh, it worked. What if we try really hard?
TTC stop on the thwomp 6XA press.
Improve.
Faster strat.
Yeah.
So first you start in Tall Tall Mountain.
Always. There was this one I saw earlier that was like TTM Monkey Cage 0x without Hulp theory. Well, here we get one of the most over-the-top fights in the entire game.
Ridley is so completely sick of your shit.
I kind of love this fight, I've got to admit. This is so fucking, like...
I hate this fight. It's so tedious.
It's so stupid, but it's kind of amazing.
It makes no sense. What the fuck is this shaft we're falling through? Why is it so tall?
I noticed that he seemed to have like a Meta Ridley outfit, yeah. Can we please? No, we're not gonna... Okay. They bitch slap you and make my hand glow while I do it. Oh my god. I am garbage at aiming. You know, we are falling down... Like, this might be a ridiculously tall shaft, but it is finite. I do have to, like, eventually start hitting this guy. I like how this is still what I would consider the tutorial section. We not?
This is the boss of the tutorial section, though, right?
More or less.
I don't think we have much left after this.
Oh yeah, the like Samus Returns Ridley. All I know is he looked freaking weird. I'm interested to try him out, definitely, but, like, for me, Ridley was never a character that I was, like, absolutely, like, dying to have get in. I just thought it would have been cool to see happen, and, like, nice for extra Metroid representation, basically. I did see her, I saw that, like, the official website is updated with, like, individual character pages for everybody, and they all have, like, a little 20-second video and screenshots and stuff, and I kind of want to look through those just to see what little changes there are. They covered a lot of the changes in the conference, but I'm sure there's more stuff. I feel like this subject comes up every time I play a Metroid game, but once again, let's go through it. So, going through the current canon, not treating Metroid... Okay, hold on, first of all. Look at how fucking big he is in this cutscene. Like, what the hell? But, yeah, treating Metroid 1 and 2 as being replaced by their remakes. In order, we have Metroid 1... Prime 1, Prime 3, Samus Returns, Super Metroid, Other M, and Fusion. Ridley dies in every single one of those. Except Fusion was specifically a clone. Well, actually, I think Other M was too, but whatever.
How does 17,000 meters become 10.56 meters? Like, what?
Miles, maybe? Do-whoop. 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 Yep. I know you're not entirely interested, but you can come out if you want. Oh, well, I can. Like, I didn't know how long I wanted to go on anyway. I can be done once I finish this opening section. I've been going for a little bit, and the controls here are kind of bullshit because the Wiimote's like desyncing constantly and my wrist hurts. So I kind of wanted to go for a shorter time anyway. Plus, I kind of want to watch you do Zelda anyway. So.
You wanted to do Zelda, which Zelda? Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
You seem to take very large breaks from that game and then come back to it periodically.
Well, I mean, you finished it, so.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna start a new file, apparently. One day I may eventually try that game again. I kind of want to get the DLC for it, honestly. And then, like, maybe I'd have incentive to play through it. Does anybody know how the DLC for that game works? Like, what packs there are and what they get you and how much they cost?
I need to get those myself. Clearly the Smash Bros. Ridley is Tiny Ridley, and the real one is in a Pizza Hut in the garage.
I like how I have to actually press the button to proceed the text here. $20 for all of it. And so it's like, I know there's minor stuff like the Tingle outfit and crap like that, but then there's also like a generic-ish like challenge dungeon and then like an actual dungeon, right?
I mean, it's definitely not the case that Ridley's just a controllable boss. He's definitely just a playable character because they actually showed the game being played.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a regular character. I didn't know anybody was doubting that.
His final smash is going to be Spring Break.
Yeah, honestly, for me, the mask that makes it easier to find Korok seeds would make the game like worth playing, honestly, because if it alerts you when there's one nearby, then that basically eliminates my reason to have to constantly like track the map. That's fine.
It'd be goddamn constant. Sort of like the shrine locator, just, you know, at the
Extra
beginning of the
armor,
game.
stuff to power up the Master Sword, stuff for horses, a few other things. Well, and there's like the motorcycle, right?
Complained that I didn't play with that on. Like, why?
I had it on all the time, but I also knew I was going to 100% that.
The meteor is approaching faster than you think.
If we don't make it to the top in time...
Xander Mobius was is it Mobius or Mobus? His voice was definitely in the like previews. I assume they just kind of got him to record like Ridley and Daisy, and that they're like, you can just do this over the phone. We'll give you like $20.
Here's something I'm
I made a little bit more.
not sure on. So is the new Smash actually a new Smash, or is it just Smash 4 with like a different roster and mechanics?
It's
'Cause
Mario Kart Deluxe.
that sure is what it seems like it
I
is.
think it's more than Mario Kart Deluxe. It uses the assets of Smash 4, but makes a lot of little tweaks to the mechanics
Yeah,
and
but
stuff,
I mean,
and it's like...
it's Mario Kart Deluxe in the same sense. It's the same game with upgrade stuff.
Well, Mario Kart Deluxe is just the regular game with DLC included, with like a battle mode.
Yeah,
This
but
one is
it's-
actually like different
it's not a
physics,
new game.
and
It's Mario Kart.
I'd
Deluxe.
argue that if you're adding new physics, then it's more than just an expansion
Did they say
DLC.
the
But
physics?
yeah, I mean, it has directional air dodging. It has like,
Okay, yeah, but it's still the same game.
I guess, like it's less of a jump than between Melee Brawl and Brawl 4, but I'd still say it's a jump enough to make it a new game.
It doesn't register as an entirely new game for me. It looks like it's like
I mean, they call it
half. It looks like a half step up.
It's an ultimate version. That's exactly what they called it.
Yeah. Either way, I'm happy with it. So anyway, plot stuff.
I was thinking it might be the
Dark
last
Samus
Force
is
game.
back. Everybody died.
Who's that thing?
That is a seed.
It's a big old seed.
Which the planetary defense is going to
It's a mirror.
successfully kill.
Did I say Brawl 4? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
She did.
Yeah, pretty much. 1 month later.
Really killed her.
Brawl 4, was that like Skyrim 2? Or Skyrim 6, or whatever people
Yeah,
are.
I was getting a very Smash 4.5 vibe from it.
She's
little
coming
bit.
too. Can you hear me, Samus?
Shamus.
Which is okay. Smash 4, I don't
What
think,
is wrong with your face?
I don't think Smash 4 is on the Switch, but this is definitely going to be on the Switch,
A
so
month to be exact.
I might actually bother to get it this time.
Thanks
If
to
you
your
don't,
great
I will
work,
get it and play it on your
Mario is
system
now
anyway.
safe.
Or I should just get my own system at some point.
At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters.
I don't think
all
it's enough
unconscious.
changes
Our
to
medical
call it an
examinations
entirely new
revealed
game.
Surprising results. Your bodies are now somehow self-generating phazon. What's
Clearly,
even
this is a
stranger
good
is that
thing.
There are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we can make effective use of this
Huh?
phazon.
I think you did.
There's a really
During
long
the invasion
tutorial
of
in this
Mara,
game.
You must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call phazon enhancement devices, or PEDs.
Heads.
We integrated this
Yeah,
same
those
phazon
heads.
enhancement device into your
People
armor
who are super
during
into
damage
pets are
drives.
called pedophiles.
Troopers wearing this device have phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower.
I could speed up this text, but I figure, again, there's people watching who don't know this game, so.
This is a good thing.
You can use your blood to fuel the suit. Wow, that sounds
You
like a
can put things in
bad
it.
idea, man.
Alright, so you've woken up from a 1 month coma. First thing we want you to do,
Use your
inject some of your life force into your suit and fucking destroy this ball of, like, whatever the fuck this is. Like,
It's something that they keep the Elder Scroll in, apparently.
so let's first have fun with visual effects.
What's that?
So, yep, basically, for the newcomers to this game, this is the main gimmick of this one. You can spend an energy tank to give yourself ridiculous firepower. It's
Also, when you're in hyper
really,
mode,
really broken.
when you're in hyper mode, you don't take damage, which is
Yeah.
that's important for many reasons.
The workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you.
What you doing?
There are many pressing matters to discuss.
You licking your
The
chops
AE
for
chamber is located just off the command bridge. We better get going.
Cord lock.
Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
And if you stay in hyper mode for more than 2 hours, then you'll be stuck in it forever.
No, health does not regenerate in this game. You have to pick up health items.
And also, I'd like to point out, I've not, like, scanned it, so you can't actually see this, but up to this point, every time I would pick up energy, it was just, like, a generic, like, small energy, restores 10 health type thing. From this point on, arbitrarily, all energy in the game has just become phazon particles. It's... there's never any explanation given. It just kind of happens. And it makes no sense.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
Okay, bye.
Samus is too good for us common folk.
I thought there was a save room near this. Yeah, there is.
I think we've just got the whole map accessible.
Just join the Brotherhood of Stone.
But yeah, basically, you use your E-Tank, and then, like, I'm gonna hit a save station anyway, so I don't mind doing this. Like, if you end it early, you get back whatever health you didn't spend. Because it's like, if I shoot a couple times and then get it back, I don't have my full 99. Later on in the game, and by later on I mean like 20 minutes after you get it, there's this other like thing introduced to it that makes it even like more abusable though, so good stuff. But we'll get to that at some other point. I would say that I'll probably try to figure out a way to make this control less jank, but I know myself, I'm not gonna do that. The next time I stream this, I'm gonna like...
It's not gonna be less jank.
Yeah.
Can you use Motion Plus with it or not?
Would that help?
Well, I mean, Motion Plus.
I think the game has to support Motion Plus.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think.
does.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
this game
one
came out
doesn't.
before Motion Plus did.
Prime 3 Vanilla did at least. I don't know about Trilogy.
Oh, that's a good point.
But,
this is the updated version, maybe.
But either way, bit of a shorter stream, but that's fine. I don't know when I'll get back to this. I don't know when I'll ever upload a new YouTube video, and I don't know when I will find my house. But the answer to all those questions, and maybe 2 or 3 more,
Deleting the whole
can be found with like Hadoos or something, because every stream has to end with
Where's
Hadoos.
the
This is really messing up your hair.